What is going on YouTube, and welcome back to the channel. Now tonight's video I'm going to show you, well it's actually Monday today, so it's maintenance day on this tank and this tank behind me, but I'm going to actually show you how dirty my FX6 filters get after 6 weeks of this lot. So all these fat pups in here, I've got 5 Asians, I've got 1 big silver, loads of big chunky clownatches, there's a bircher, there's 2 dapnoids, there's 5 silver dollars, and there's a few plecos in here. There's a Southern, there's a couple of rare ones, there's an L25 there, there is a big Royal, and I think that's it. I think that's what I've covered. And there's a massive bristle nose in there which sort of hides in the rock there, in the wood there. So let's get one of these FX6 filters out I've got in here. I've got to do a water change in this tank as well, and I'm going to show you how mucky this filter gets after 6 weeks. So I do sort of a 6-week interval with this tank. So every filter gets cleaned every 2 weeks, if that makes sense. But let's get one of them out and I'll show you how mucky it is. Okay, so I've got one of the FX6s off. It's actually my left one today. So I've got a book, where is it, on the side here. So I know when I'm due the next one. So it's left, the last time I've done that on the 5th of July. So it's definitely due today, the left one. So this is it here. I'm going to take the lid off now, and I'll show you how dirty it gets with 6 weeks of these big bad boys in here. So that's what these do within 6 weeks. Look how filth this is, look. But the media's nice and clean, as you can see, because obviously the filter wall's doing its job. But I've put a towel down because this is actually my little boy's mat, and he plays with all his toys here. So I've got to be a bit careful. The missus is out today, so she's not going to go mad. Well, she might do when she comes home. But what I'm going to do now is obviously give this a clean, take it outside, obviously use the tank water to clean this, because you don't want to kill your bacteria and stuff. If you put normal tap water in this, if you guys are, some of you have just got into fish keeping, never clean your filter sponges or your ceramic or whatever with fresh tap water, because what it'll do, it will just kill all your bacteria and you'll have problems. So never do that. So let's get this outside and give it a good old clean. But you can see the state of it, like that. 6 weeks of just collecting muck. So these filters are absolutely fantastic at getting muck out of the tank. That's why my water always looks like that, and it's due a water change. But anyway, I'll stop going on now. Let's get outside and I'll show you what it looks like after I've cleaned it. So this is what it looks like. Obviously I've taken it apart now. There's the bottom tray. You can see the state of the sponges. Not too bad really. There's the middle tray. And here's the top tray with the filter wall on top. So I'll just throw that one over there basically, and then throw it in the bin in a minute and just put a new one on it. Obviously I need to clean all these out. So what I do now with these, I've got some tank water ready in these buckets. Just throw them in there like that. Same with these. Give them a good old squeeze out. You see, look at the muck coming out of them. And then these trays here, I've got the camera in my hand, so I need to be a bit careful with this because I don't want to mess up my media. And I just basically give it one of them. I'll probably get a sponge as well and give it a bit of a sponge round. But you can see the state of the water when you squeeze this out. It's absolutely disgusting. Because obviously them fish do produce a lot of muck because they are big, and I'm feeding them a lot at the moment. But let's give these a good clean up and put it all back together, and I'll show you the difference in a minute. So this is how dirty the water is. So that one and that one, them 2 buckets, are just literally from this whole thing. So that's what it looked like before, this is what it looked like after. So you've got to give them a good old squeeze out. It do take a while to do, but it's definitely worth doing. Right, so that's the FX6 all cleaned up. So it looks a lot different than it did before. So I've got a fine filter floss on top, which keeps the bacteria all clean, all the ceramics all nice and clean. And then I've got a fine sponge around the middle, all the way around, all the way through every single tray. And then I've got a coarse sponge on the outside. So it's literally a very simple setup this is on my FX6s. It's very effective and I've used this for years and years. I don't run any chemicals in any of my tanks, even on my sump over there. I've got no chemicals at all in there. You can actually go and check out a video I've done on my sump setup. I think I put it up last week, so go and check that out as well. It's a really simple setup on my sump. But that's it, all cleaned, all nice, ready to go. Back in the monster tank. I'm doing a 60% water change tonight for the big boys. So I've got 2 pythons in there now running water into my fowl outside. And that's it, all done. But anyway, thanks for watching the video. Always like and subscribe my channel, ding the notification bell, and keep it real, everyone.